I devalued my own music, deliberately, on purpose. I made it worth less money. Why did I do that? Because it was costing too much. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Hilarious jokes aside, I said in last week's video that I was going to be doing a repressing of my EP Magnetized. It's 5 years old, and I wanted to do a really limited run of the EP on vinyl, which I have here. This is the old one, because I still don't have the new one. It's still in manufacturing. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I wanted to do it. It's not just because the EP is 5 years old, even though it just coincides with that. In 2017, when it was first released, I made 500 copies available. I thought it was 250, I was wrong, it was 500. And they sold out pretty quick. You know, I had them online, and then I sold the remainder on tour. But then over the last, I would say, 2 years or so, I don't know if it coincides with recent events or whether, you know, the love of vinyl has just gone up a little bit again. But I've noticed over the last couple of years that people have been wanting to buy them. And people on Discogs, yes, I'm looking at you, Discogs, have seen that. They've seen that they were rare, or not so much rare, but more limited edition, and that people were looking to buy them. And upon seeing that, prices have gone through the roof for this bad boy. I have seen this fetch for up to like £120, and people have bought it. I think I actually saw one for like £150. I'm not sure if that's sold, but you know, this wonderful, beautiful piece of work that I'm so proud of is not worth that money. It never will be. This is not me saying that, you know, I'm not taking a stance against scalpers or scammers or whatever, but just on a personal level, I hate to see this be sold for more than what it's worth, because I originally set the price of it at £20, and that was the price I intended it to have as its worth. Does that make any sense? So seeing over the last couple of years instances of it being sold for like £80, £100, £120, £150, it made me feel a little bit ill, to be honest. I didn't like it. I didn't like that someone who didn't want it anymore was holding it financially hostage to people who might really want to buy it. So essentially the aim of me re-releasing this, I've reprinted 250 copies, and I'll talk more about it properly in a second. But in doing that, I've given people a chance to just buy it outright for $14.99. So it's actually even cheaper, because I wasn't looking to do this for a profit for myself. You know, it wasn't a money thing for me, it was just something that I was really passionate about. They were released last Saturday. The majority of them have already sold. Thank you so much. I think there are still a few available on emmablackeryshop.com if you do want to get one. I'll talk about it properly in a sec. But by putting 250 back out there, I basically had the intention of making it so that anyone who wanted to buy it didn't have to go to Discogs and didn't have to spend £100. You know, they could just own it for $14.99, and that would be it. Obviously, I know there is a thing about, you know, first presses, and you know, the new one will be slightly different, and again in a minute. So that's always available should you want to buy it that way. But for those who just want to enjoy the songs on this EP and have it in their collection, that's why I've done it. I hate to see what is essentially just a bit of polyvinyl chloride coloured in a, you know, a nice way be worth like 120 quid. It's ridiculous. My music is not worth that. I don't know if any music is worth that, but that's another discussion, right? This is the vinyl, and I know this is the old one, but I'm bringing this out for a reason. I've made it so that the new represses are the exact same colour, they've got the exact same label, they've got the exact same front, and they've got the exact same back, except the new one has the Don't Come Home demo. You know, the piano version that's on this channel? That's track 7, and that'll be on side B. And I think the new one might have a glossier cover. This is a little bit more matte. But apart from that, that's all the difference. You know, I even made sure that the details were exactly the same. I made sure this positioning was the same. I worked to make sure it looked as close to this original as I possibly could get it. You know what, I just hate to see people, and especially young people, spend their hard-earned money on things that were never intended to be that high priced. So technically, and hopefully, the LP on Discogs is worth less now. That was my intention. I will say though, the 250 that I've printed, that will probably be the last time that I print them. I say probably, but you know what? I've learned over the years that, you know, you should never say never, right? Distant and perfect and such to be you one day? My arms are open? You never know. And that's not a hint, by the way. I don't actually have plans to do them right now, but never say never. I just don't believe in this false economy when it comes to vinyl. I understand that, you know, things that are deemed rare, even like Pokemon cards, you know, if you collect them and, you know, there's a market for it, then inevitably things go up when they're scarce, right? So anyway, that's pretty much it. I know this is a bit of a short video, but the remaining copies of this, well, the newer one, will be up on emmablackeryshop.com. I think there's like 30 or so left at the time of me filming this. So the fact that like 220 odd people have already bought it, that means the world to me. Thank you so, so much. I honestly thought like 20 or 30 would go, and it would be like a slow kind of thing. And you guys really, really surprised me on that, so thank you. It really, really does mean a lot, and it's just really blown me away. Oh, and you know, whilst you're on my store, there's other coloured vinyl available too. Villains, Girl in a Box, huh? Sorry, I'll stop. I'm marketing. Sorry, I'll stop. It's time to go. The new version of this will be available to pre-order. It shouldn't be too long until it's delivered. I'm getting the test pressings very soon. So the vinyl manufacturing thing, the wait times are going down a little bit, thank goodness. But yeah, it should only be hopefully a few weeks to like maybe a couple months tops away. But if you keep an eye on all my socials, I'll be sure to update everyone on when they're pressed and when they're ready to ship out, okay? Fantastic. I hope you all have a great week, and until next time guys, I shall catch you later.